Got a little
from
wood to chop
CJ.
in the house account. Down just over $400 to start the day. Slow start to Fed day.
Right.
Make it back though.
Wow.
Hurry up and wait.
That was all mine.
Eddie, you got some crude oil news for us?
I got out.
Crude. Well, since we did go off the crude here, yes, I do. Excuse me. As far as crude goes today,
Short.
oil prices did fall, extending
short
previous
that.
session losses.
I will short.
It's after
Let me
Russia
see my
agreed to
bet,
stop
my friend.
attacking Ukraine energy facilities for 30 days. That was after a phone call between U.S. President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin, which could eventually lead to more Russian oil entering the global market. We did see earlier that Brent fell 0.8%, $70.03 a barrel, and our WTI crude was down also 0.8% at $66.22 a barrel. Now, both contracts dropped about 1% yesterday. That's what I got here on crude. Back to you, JD.
Thank you, Eddie. We got about 7 minutes left. Let's switch over to the equities, see what's moving this morning. Maybe we can't get into a nice position going into fast markets ahead of the open. Let's pull up that E-mini S&P 500.
We still got the volume down below, and then we had a 1200 lot down there earlier. We hit it.
In the ES, Eddie?
Yeah, it was ES. Wasn't it Hoop? I think Hoop was calling
We
that
got about
out.
600, 650 on the 5678 bid.
There you go. Size, baby,
more liquidity
size.
below. A lot of 25 lots stacked up down below.
Yeah. I mean, these markets have been very thin with this entire rollover.
All over the wire here, Zelensky Trump call planned for 10 a.m. Eastern. So in about an hour, I'm going to be watching the wire, see if we can get any information out of that.
There you go. Fed day, folks. We'll be talking through the Fed announcement all afternoon long. We're going to pipe in the live feed for the Q&A. Make sure you are here for it. We'll keep you updated on everything. Wall to wall, as Andre would say. Wall to wall. So not seeing much movement in the S&P right now either. Maybe instead of taking a trade, we could just set up our fast markets counterparts for success this morning.
That gold's looking pretty nice.
Gold's looking pretty nice. Let's go about a trade.
I think we might have missed it, but it's
Heading to the downside.
Maybe too much.
Had the right call on the opening range. Just couldn't let us go
been
for
the
the ride.
GD. It's been the story. We get in, we get stopped out, and then it goes.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like they know. They're on to us.
Looking. The crude opening range trade has been gold, like 8 out of the 10 last sessions. It's been worth money.
Look at what I just discovered.
Gold, nothing.
Pay attention.
Nothing.
See this candle here? 50.
We can
expand. One thing I would watch. Oops, sorry, Hope.
Right. We're just gonna say we can expand the time frame of the opening range trade on any of these, of course. But that just expands. That also expands the risk.
From here.
Exactly.
I'll do a little research later, and I'll expand the risk. I'll expand the opening range trade in gold and see what time frame would be working. But it's been very cold, and after it's cold for a while, everybody abandons it, and then it gets hot again. I think crude oil has been hot. I think it's going to attract popularity, and as it does, it will be less successful. Something I've noticed, but very difficult to quantify. But go ahead, Vince.
Yeah, so the one thing I'm looking at here right now in gold is maybe getting some potential range extension off the initial balance period. The range is pretty tight, and usually when the initial balance range is pretty tight, it's easy to tip the market, right? So I am interested in looking at that. I mean, we still have another 8 minutes or so before that will close out.
You listen so well. You remember all this.
Hey, crude 78% long here. That's one of the higher percentages I've seen this week so far.
The narrower the initial balance, the less energy it takes to take it out. Like knocking over a lamp.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Which I've knocked over a few.
Eddie just mentioned the tilt in crude oil. The last few weeks,
yes, I did. I didn't think I was heard.
We've noticed that once that tilt gets over 80% in crude, there's likely a change in direction coming. That's been the pattern of late, at least. Let's take a look at it. So we've got 80% long. We're seeing a little bit of selling coming in right now. Took out the overnight high, busted us out on the opening range trade, and we're heading back towards settlement, 66.75 settlement price in crude oil. Tilt's pairing off just a little bit. We're down to 75% long. So that 80% mark seems to be the line in the sand, the trigger for an about face. What do you guys think?
Oh, I was in the wrong page. I was in the wrong place. So now we are in the right place.
Yep, that makes sense too.
Okay, so now
we've got about 1 minute left. Eddie,
the frozen.
What else is on the schedule for the rest of the day? What can our viewers expect?
Wow, I missed this, the entry.
Well, you know what? We've got lots of goodies here set up, as we usually do, as always. Today, yes, today's already the 19th. And coming up here, we got fast markets coming up here. But a little later on here, we do have John London going to be joining us here for Trade with Tom Step. We got our good friend David Green is going to be camping with us the rest of the afternoon. We got David Green here for Lunchbox Trading, David Green for the FOMC, and David Green for Power Hour. So we'll be chopping up some wood, getting ready for camp for David Green. Coach Dakota going to be joining us also with his VIP update. But as far as that goes here, what we do have coming up next, we do have Coach Dakota once again signing off at Slow Markets last night with a $45 profit.
Order filled.
His life funded account. Anything positive is good. Account. So let's see if he can keep that P&L growing. Also, Baron is making his debut on Fast Markets after appearing on Power Players last week. So let's see what kind of heat he can bring to the game. And yes, we got just a few minutes. We're going to pass it to you guys for any last comments before we take our break. JD?
Well, if I could, we got Shubham top of the list today. Our good friend Shubham. You win the prize. Order filled. Chat, but as always, take a deep breath, traders. Stay humble, grateful, creative, and centered in your trading. And always pray for peace. It's going to work. It will.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach Vince. Thanks for joining us for the opening call this morning. Going into fast markets. House count's down about $400 right now. Took a hit on both the crude oil and gold opening range trades. A little bit of wood to chop. Not too much, though. Just a couple of ticks. So we're going to take a short break. Yep.
Yes, we will. Right. Okay. We'll be right back with Fast Markets. Don't go away. Lots going on here today.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Why TopStep? Because traders shouldn't have to risk everything to participate in the markets. And since 2012, we've provided capital to over 10,000 futures traders just like you. From the pits in Chicago to screens in over 143 countries, we've been motivated by one simple idea. We don't care who you are or where you learn to trade. If you pass TopStep's trading evaluation, you'll be invited to trade with our capital in a fully funded account. As a Top Step funded trader, you keep 90% of profits and we take the losses. We also offer educational resources for all levels, live classes, and free group coaching from a team with over a century of professional trading experience. We're invested in your success. So what are you waiting for? Ditch the brokerage account, start learning by doing, and become a Top Step funded trader today.
How do you manage your emotions in trading? Are you taking anything from the ski, like professionalizing your mindset to get that in the right spot that you've done over the last 20 years?
Yeah.
To do anything and bring it over to the trading world?
Yeah, I mean.
You meditate, right?
Yeah, I'm meditating, and exactly, exactly that. Because you're not gonna have a great day every day in trading. Like you said, it's a love-hate business, and it's the same thing with skiing. It's a love-hate business. Not every day is going to be the most beautiful, sunny, slushy day.
Yeah.
There's a lot of days that are super icy, and you don't want to put your body on the line.
Yeah.
And
conditions of the day change and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, you gotta adapt. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, we're at Michael's place. This is the very first Top Step office ever, people. Let's see if anyone's inside.
Oh, welcome to Top Step TV Cribs. Come on in. This is the very first Top Step office ever. We're in Old Town Chicago. Come here. So this all went down, right? Got some people playing pool. Got the bros hanging out on a Sunday, watching some football, hanging out here. And lo and behold, the very first Top Step desk office was right. Yeah, see, look at this. Right up here. Sunday reopens, right? 5 p.m. Central Time. Oil markets will open up. Here's Michael sitting at his desk like this. How about this? MP. 100 traders right here. Pop the bottle, have the trading card, slap it right here. Pops the bottles, probably cheap Andre champagne. Sprays it everywhere. And yeah, lo and behold, man. Top Step TV going on, dude. Who would have thought? 10 years, 15 years later.
So this is where it all started?
400 North Wells. Old Town. I just saw it for the first time. No.
What'd you think, JD?
It's, you know, it's, I suppose some people would compare it to Mecca or, it's like Bezos' garage, just a little nicer. So last time we went to the original Top Step office. We're still here in Old Town, and we'd be remiss if we didn't show you the very first Top Step, actually Top Step Trader billboard, right? And I'm still thinking the alderman has a problem with this, but get a load of this. This is the very first Top Step Trader billboard.
Order filled. I have to ask you a question now. What's the market's job?
The market's job is to find a level where two-sided trade can take place.
And it did not succeed in doing that at those lows, did it?
No, it did not. So higher prices were cutting off activity this morning. Early on, remember, it's a continuous two-way auction process. Early on, when the market tried to sell off, to correct overnight inventory, volume dried up. Good idea, volume's going to trade higher. So many times, traders get whipsawed because they are so focused on price, and they don't understand that price without context and time and volume are part of the context associated with the auction.
Click like, click subscribe. This is Top Step TV.
right, so this is kind of what we're looking at now. We're above 56.75. Now if we hold this and we break out to new highs, look for it to come back and try to test 57.24.25 again. So we're kind of right at that point where we can go either way, or it could just trade sideways today. This is a Fed day. Powell is speaking, I think, at 2 o'clock. So this might be one of these days where you just don't take a trade. Don't take a trade. I've got all 5 of my pro accounts picked up. I'm not going to trading them today on a Fed day. It's not going to happen. Or maybe after the Fed speaks, I may get, if we get a good setup. But looking at these candlesticks here right now, this is not ideal. So we could be, having some issues because this is a Fed day. Yeah, the few, the proud. That's right. I'm not taking it anymore. Unless we have the top first. I have to make sure that they're willing to do what it takes. You guys are here every day, but I don't have time to work with people that sign up and really don't have the ability to give it what it needs. It's a continuous thing. Stable will be at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So,
I'm glad I got out of that. And with a profit. With a profit. Most important. Let's get on with the 9:30 open, okay?